Okay, so you're welcome to another tutorial. So today I'll be showing you how to cut the style on the thumbnail that you are seeing there. On the thumbnail that you are seeing there. So if you have been following my videos, you will notice that this is like a normal basic bodies that we've already outlined all the vertical measurements, which is the bust point, under bust, waist, then the full length of the blouse that we want to take. So for now, I'm going to continue now by putting my bust span measurement, which is bust span divided by 2. I'll be imputing it on the bust point. Let me put it so that you see it. This is bust point, this is under bust, this is waist, then this is the full length. Sorry, full length. So we're going to take from the bust point 3.5, under bust 3.5. We're going to run it down to the full length. So after we have done that, we're going to join it together. So basically we are going to do a bustier. Is that okay? So after we have done that, now not the bust point, from the under bust. If the person is busty, you know how we do our shaping now. If you want to know the detailed video of how to do princess bustier, the link is in the bio. You can check it out. So we are going to go in by 2 on the under bust, on the waist the same 2, then on the full length 2. So we are going to join that. We're going to join it to the bust point here. So if you want the bust to have coverage, you know, you can come down by 1 inch here. Is that okay? Then you are now going to align your curve this way. So after I have done that, from this place now, we are going to take, because we need to shape in the bust area. So what we are going to do now, divide the shoulder, what we have on the shoulder here, you divide it, whatever you have, you mark it. Then you are going to draw it to the shoulder line like this. Then on both sides, we are going to take half an inch on both sides. So the next thing that we're going to do is to determine the sweetheart neckline. Okay, so from the bust, from the chest line here, which is this place, the armhole line, I'm going to come up by 2 inches, depending on how high you want yours to be. Then from there, I'm going to take half inches on both sides, then connect it to the bust point, which is here. Okay, so after I have done that, so you need to determine how deep you want the sweetheart to come down. For some people, they like their cleavage to show very well, you understand? So, but if you don't want that, you can easily, from this point now, you can easily come down. Are you saying the bust point? You can either come down a bit, or you just do it in a way that it will be okay for you. Is that okay? So you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so after we have done that, then we are just going to align it to the armhole area here. So after we have done that, you see this ½ inch that we took out, we are going to take it, this ½ inch you see here, we are going to take it back to the armhole here. Okay, so you can see that basically we are done, but now we need to put all the measurements in. Don't forget that you need to transfer this 2 inches that you took out from that area. Okay, so the bust point now. So basically now we want to cut the back. So we're using the front to cut the back. So what you do is align your front this way. Just make sure that this place is facing each other like this. Don't overlap it. Is that okay? Then you just trace. You trace it out. So we'll be adding allowance. So once you have traced it out this way, now you can now remove this part. Okay, sorry. We need to draw our zip allowance before removing it. I have to draw our zip allowance. Okay, now that we have our zip allowance, the next thing we are going to do is to join it. To join it to the zip allowance. Now you can decide to make the back straight, or you can curve it a bit. Is that okay? It all depends on what you want to do. So for me, I don't want it to be too straight, so I'm curving it a bit. Okay, then on the waist area, I'm going to bring this back so that I will impute the waist measurements. So I'll mark the waist measurements. All right, so now that I have the waist measurements, I'm going to, so that the zip will not bulge, I'm going to come out by 1/4 of an inch. So, is that okay? So once we have done that, we'll be cutting the back one. So remember, we need to shape this to avoid the zip from bulging. Now, another thing that we are going to do to the front and back is we are going to shape in the side. We're going to shape in the side by 2 inches. It can be more depending on what you want. So we are now going to cut it out. So this is it. So I'll be showing you how to continue from here. So once the next thing is just go and sew all this together. Once you have sewn them together, then I will show you how to attach the sleeve and complete the top. Thank you. So after measuring your 6 inches from the center front to this is where the 6 inches is, and this is my sleeve. I've already cut it. This is on fold 9 inches on fold, so meaning if you open it is 18 inches, the wideness is 18 inches. Then remember I told you that you take from the underbust to the princess the sweetheart line, whatever you have. Like this one I had 7 inches, so the length, full length I cut here now is 15. I added 1 inches for sewing allowance. So this is how I'm now going to join it. So you can see that from where I joined the front and the back, I measured 1.5 inches on both sides, 1.5 inch here, 1.5 inch on the front side. So whatever I'm going to sew now, I must split it within this space that I've given in this place from here to here. So I'm going to pleat it, then I will show you what it looks like. So I've joined the front now. You can see that I've pleated it to the 6 inches mark that I did. Remember that between the two joining, I left an allowance of 1.5 on both sides. So I'm going to show you how to turn it now to the back. You can see now this is the full sleeve. So if you want to turn it now, you are going to turn it this way and take it to the back. Did you see the way I did it? Okay, let me do it again. So the sleeve is straight like this. So if you want to do now, you turn it this way to where you mark your 1.5 inches. Then the next thing is you pleat it the same way that you pleated this front. And by the time you are done, you will have something like this. I don't know if you can see it. So this is the back, then this is the front. Okay, so for the sleeve, for the sleeve of the style now, what we are going to do is from the under bust, you take the under bust measurement. For this one now is 14. You can see it's directly under the bust area. To where you're going to measure it to where your sweetheart neckline stopped, because that is where the sleeve is going to start from. Is that okay? So you can see where my own stop here is 7 inches. If I take it to the under bust, you can see it's 7 inches. So that is the sleeve. That is the sleeve you are going to get. So this is to the shoulder. So to the back too will be another 7 inches. But what you are going to cut, you cut like 15 inches, because you are going to join it here and in the back. Half inch here and half inch in the back. For example, now let's see. This is the sleeve that you have cut. So what the next thing now is for you to attach it from the center front here. Are you seeing it? Measure 6 inches. Okay. So this is where the 6 inches is. So this is where you are going to take your sleeve that you have cut. Then you are now going to put it this way. Then you pleat it. You pleat it this way. Is that okay? Then once you do it, you take it to the back and do the same thing. Do you understand? So the same way you pleat now, you go to the back and repeat the same thing. So after joining the sleeve from what I showed you, the 6 inches from the center front here, you can see where I marked it. So this is my sleeve after cutting it. This is what it looks like when I've sewn it. So you can see this is the front, this is the back.